Hey everybody, this is Paul with Collector's Escape, talking today about card collecting. Specifically, today we're going to talk about Planet of the Apes card series. We're going to walk through all 4 of the sets and show you what they're all about. Let's check it out. Alright, let's get an aerial view. Decided not to put all of the 4 sets out, but just to give you a start to see. The first movie, Planet of the Apes, came out in 1968, and of course the lead actor was Charlton Heston, and but there were other great actors in this first one. Roddy McDowall and Kim Hunter played Cornelius and Zira. Linda Harrison was the beautiful Nova, and she, of course, had a part in the first 2 movies. But the thing to remember is that this movie set, hear my daughter screaming upstairs playing video games. This movie set ends with a lot left to be said. And so they go to the second one, which is Beneath the Planet of the Apes, and it is really close to as good as the first one. And because the Planet of the Apes series, the original ones, take a big dip after that. But there you have an astronaut that, following after trying to find Taylor, which is Charlton Heston's character, runs back into the ape cities, and the apes is collected, has to escape. They touch on sort of the hippie 70s mode of protesters, or the good guys. There's Linda Harrison coming back for another one. She doesn't speak anything in either one of these movies other than saying Taylor, but she's beautiful. The real key component of the second movie is the mutants that are underground, that have the power to control minds, and who worship the bomb. And so that is the big, giant component of the second one. And Charlton Heston has his cameo. He dies, everyone dies, and they blow up the Earth. You think, well, that would be done. But no, Planet of the Apes, the first 2 movies, were way too successful. Then we begin what I really call the cash cow of the lesser ones, and that is Escape from the Planet of the Apes. And here we have a reversal of the roles, where the scientist apes, they somehow refit the almost completely obliterated rocket brought by the human astronauts. They fly back in time, and now they're back when man's running everything, and they're put through the same kind of indignant treatment as the humans were, and that was the message. And so Cornelius and Zira, they're the main 2 characters, they conceive a child, Caesar. And we have the introduction of Burgess Meredith, and the death of Zira and Cornelius. They just people could not handle the idea of a talking ape. But through Ricardo Montalban from Fantasy Island, the baby Caesar is whisked off into the zoo, and nobody knows. That is until the next movie, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. And so now we've got Caesar and Ricardo Montalban, and they're into a world that's really degrading, in that the apes are being used as pets because of a disease that kills off the dogs and the cats. They're made into servants and really into slaves. And Caesar leads a revolt. So we have a revolution of apes and the beginning of the fall of man. because the apes are more powerful and they're hungry for freedom. And so at the very end, Roddy McDowall, who's now playing the part of Caesar, his son, is like, we're going to go into it. So then we go into really the least of the needed movies of the Battle of the Planet of the Apes. You can understand, I loved Planet of the Apes. I love the first two. I love a lot of these remakes. But this cash cow part was a little too much at the time when it was coming out. Battle for the Planet of the Apes is where they go and the man has fallen, apes have risen, we have the lawgiver is introduced and talked about, and we still have the disparity of one group, apes, treating humans bad as humans had treated apes bad, and we go back underground into the area of more mutants. Now these mutants here are not like our underground mutants we had prior. Our underground mutants prior had all kinds of mental abilities. These don't appear to have it, but they're pretty cutthroat. They're ruthless, and we have definitely the setting of the lawgiver, which plays a part in the earlier one, but there's not a whole lot of backstory. And then in this collection says you continue to collect, you're going to get lots and lots of back and behind the scenes setups, lots of information on all the different characters. They have their own character cards, and it really, really works into a very cool collection. And so I've enjoyed collecting them, and there we go. Let me pull back, and I think they're a cool piece of history to have in a card collection. This is Paul for Collector's Escape. We're going to put links down where you can find some of this stuff and a lot of our cool sci-fi stuff as well. Don't stop collecting. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.